Hello, my dear students. Let's go to the next chapter in comprehension. The lesson name is Okonkwo. Okonkwo, the story of Okonkwo is extracted from the book Things Fall Apart. The book Things Fall Apart is written by Chino Achebe. Let's just go through the writer of this book, just the story, Okonkwo. Chino Achebe was born in 1930 and he died in 2013. He was a Nigerian novelist, a poet, and a professor. Things Fall Apart is often considered as his masterpiece, and this is the book most widely read in modern African literature. Now, the setting of the story. What do you mean by the setting of the story? The setting meant by the location of the story. Here, the location of the story is in a village named Umofia in Nigeria. Most of the actions take place in this village, Umofia, a village of Igbo people in the African country of Nigeria. What do you mean by the Igbo? Igbo is the name of a tribe, a group of people lived in a village in a part of Africa, Nigeria. There are a number of Igbo villages in this area. Here is our hero, Okonkwo. Okonkwo was famous for his solid personal achievements. He was famous throughout the nine villages and even beyond that villages. When he was a young man of 18, he had brought honor to his village. What is that honor? He threw Amalin's a cat. That means he defeated the Amalin's the cat in a match. This is Amalin's the cat. He was a great wrestler who, for 7 years, was unbeaten from Umofia village to Mubaino. He was called the cat. Why? Because his back would never touch the earth. It was this man that Okonkwo threw in a fight, which the old man agreed was one of the fiercest since the founder of their town engaged a spirit of the wild for 7 days and 7 nights. Here, I want to show the similarity between Amalinze and the cat. Look at the cat. The cat, the cat's back would never touch the earth when it falls from the high place. The same like Amalinze when he is fighting against any other people. His back would never touch the earth. Now, the fight between Okonkwo and Amalinze. The drums beat and the flutes sang, and the spectators held their breath. The audience is waiting for the great fight between Okonkwo and Amalinze. Now, they stood one on one. Amalinze stood against Okonkwo. There are some special features about these people. Amalinze was a really craftsman. He was a tricky man, but Okonkwo was as slippery as a fish in water. Amalinze, Amalinze cannot always use these tricks on this Okonkwo. The wrestling matches were feats of strength and endurance that tested the virility of the men in the tribes. Every nerve and every muscle stood out on their arms, on their backs, on their thighs. For a man as young as 18 to defeat the greatest wrestler, Malinze, was an achievement most could only he can dream about. But Okongo did it. Okongo did it. He threw a Malinze, and in doing so, established a reputation for himself. It certainly wasn't easy. The fight is described as one of the fiercest ever, with muscles standing out and backs and arms where one almost heard them stretching to the breaking point. That was many years ago, 20 years or more, and during this time, Okonko's fame had grown like a bushfire in the Har Mountain. This fight solidifies Okonko as a rising star in the tribe and puts him in an enviable position to earn many titles. It was also a point of personal pride, as it proved to him that he was nothing like his father, Unoka. He breathed heavily when he slept. His wives and children in their outhouses could hear him breathe. Now let's look at the physical features of Okonko. He was tall and huge, and his bushy eyebrows and wide nose gave him a very severe look. His strength, he's a hard worker, respected, and material provider. Some of his weaknesses are fear of femininity, blocks emotions, murder. When he walked, his heels hardly touched the ground, and he seemed to walk on springs, as if he was going to pounce on somebody. And he did pounce on people quite often. He has a slight stammer, and when he is speaking, there is a kind of a slight pause or a halting. It's like when he was angry like that. And whenever he was angry and could not get his words out quickly, he had no patience with unsuccessful men because he wants to win every time. This is all about the protagonist of the story, Okonkwo. Thank you very much.